In this video, we will discuss general features of QRS. So what's QRS? QRS is ventricular depolarization and its maximum limit is 0.12 second, that is 3 small squares. Ventricular depolarization spreads from endocardium to epicardium, whereas repolarization proceeds in the opposite direction to the depolarization, that is from epicardium to endocardium. So depolarization spreads from endocardium to epicardium and repolarization spreads from epicardium to endocardium, and repolarization is ST segment 0.32 seconds. And what's QT? QT is both ventricular depolarization and repolarization. QT is equal to QRS plus ST and is equal to 0.45 seconds. Which phase of action potential does QRS, ST and T segment occurs? QRS occur in phase 0, ST segment in phase 2 and T wave occurs in phase 3 of the action potential. What's the effect of potassium and calcium on QRS complex? Hyperkalemia decreases the QRS duration and hypokalemia increases the QRS duration and increases the QT interval. That is why in hypokalemia QT interval is prolonged. Similarly, decreased calcium or hypocalcemia increases phase 2. So both potassium and calcium deficiency increases the QRS duration and increases the QT interval. And what's QS? QRS is a positive complex. A negative QRS is QS. QRS complex is usually positive in long leads 1, 2, 3, AVF, AVL and a chest lead V5 and V6. QRS complex is usually negative in leads AVR and V1. And what's Q wave? Q wave is the first negative deflection in the complex. And what's S wave? S is the negative deflection after the R. Normally, Q waves are not seen in the right-sided chest lead V1, 2 and V3. Q waves may be physiological or significant or pathological. So when does a Q wave becomes a pathological wave? If Q wave is more than 1/4 or more than 25% of the R wave, or if it is more than 1 box wide or more than 0.04 seconds and should be present in 2 contagious leads. What about the R wave in the chest lead? R waves are smallest in the lead V1 and V2 and tallest in V5. And what about the S wave? S waves are smallest in chest lead V5 and V6 and tallest in chest lead V2. So S is more than R in the right-sided chest lead and R is more than S in the left-sided chest leads.